Okay, good morning, class. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Okay, before we formally start with our discussion for today, I am requesting everyone to please mute all your speakers and a mic for the opening of the prayer. Okay, so Mr. Alto, are you there? Thank you. So can you please lead the prayer? Okay, so yes. Okay. Thank you for that warm prayer, Mr. Alto. So, is Miss Gibaw around? Miss Secretary, are you there? Okay, thank you. So, can you please tell to the class who are absentees for the day? Okay, so please open your cameras so that our secretary could see who are not present for today. Just for a while, okay? Okay, you may now turn off to save your internet and data. And Miss Secretary, please send me the list of the absentees today. Okay, later, just PM me, okay? Okay, so there are no absentees. So, okay, I am glad that you were all present for this morning because we are going to discuss a literary piece that I gave you last meeting. Remember it? Okay, so, but before that, how do you do, class? How's your day? Is it good so far? Wow, that is good to know. So, are you ready to discuss our new topic today? Okay, good. So, please listen attentively so that everyone will cope and understand the flow of our discussion. So, since we are here, since we are in an online setup, you already know and aware the proper etiquette online. So, please follow our rules that we discussed since in the beginning. That's clear? Okay, thank you. So, but before we proceed to our discussion, let us firstly have a short recall on what we had last meeting. So, who would want to recall? Okay, what was your reading material again? Yes, Miss Gibaw. The Dead Star by Paz Marquez. Very good. And what is the original genre of literature of that? Okay. A short story. Very good. So, however, on your previous reading material, can we transfer that into different genre? Okay, so into what? Alright, we find that a single piece can modify it into different genre without losing its essence, don't we? And why is that so? Yes, Mr. Alto. Okay, that is correct. Every piece of genre of literature follows a certain literary element so that even when they go across genre, the meaning and the lesson will not be lost. However, we also tackled about the elements of a short story, right? Okay, and what are those again, class? Yes, Miss Taytayon. Character, the setting, the plot, the theme. Okay, etc. Okay, thank you. Yes, before we start, here are the learning outcomes. So, yes, I will show it to you. So, yeah, at the end of the learning period, the student should be able to, yes, discuss the background of the author embedded in the text. Yes, it's 1937. Recall the elements of the short story through a guided discussion. Yes, and note the different elements of a short story through reading and analyzing the literary piece, the 1937 by Edwidge Danticat. So, okay, thank you. So, I have here activity to do before proceeding to our topic. So, this activity will also serve as your vocabulary enrichment so that your brain cells there will be awakened and energized. So these words will be encountering for on our text for today. So are you ready? Okay, so I'll be needing 5 volunteers to answer the vocabularies I've prepared to you. So would want to volunteer? Number 1. Okay, so direction. So identify the correct word of the meaning below. So just tell to the class the meaning, the meaning of the sentence. So the choices are the ripple, the slaughter, the miniature, the clutch, and the nudge. So would want to read and answer. Number 1. Yes, please read it first. Yes, Miss Taytayon? What's your answer? Ripple. So let's see if that's correct. If it's correct. Very good. It's ripple, a small wave or series of waves on the surface of the water. Okay, thank you. Very good. Okay, number 2. Yes, is that? Okay, Miss Magno, please read. Your answer is slaughter. So let's see if it's correct. Yes, it's slaughter. The killing of animals for food. Very good. Okay, let's proceed to the third one. Yes, Miss Reyes, can you please read? Okay, your answer is miniature. Okay, it's of you. So yes, it's represent on a smaller scale, reduced to miniature dimension. So yes, it's miniature. Okay, how about the question number 4? Number 4. Yes. Yes, please. Oh yes, Miss Bausa. Grasp or seize something tightly or eagerly. So what is that? Clutch. Let us see. Very good. It's clutch. And for the last one. Okay, what's that? Okay, Miss Adana, yes, please read. Yes, to push slightly or gently, especially with the elbow. So what's your answer? Nudge. So let's see. Okay, very good. So, okay, thank you for participating. Now, I have here some pictures to show you, and I want you to analyze the picture, and afterwards, you will going to share to the class your observations, your perception, and how you perceive the pictures, and or what can you tell us something about the picture. So are you ready? Okay. Yes, thank you. So here's the first one. Sorry. Yes, so I'll give you seconds to analyze the picture, and then afterwards just tell me if you're ready to share. Okay, so yes. Yes, Mr. Aquino, yes. What can you say about the picture? Massacre, torture in the people in the community. Yes. Okay, so correct. That is a very good observation of you, Mr. Aquino. So what you've seen in the presentation is a war or a massacre. So I'll tell you later on what's about the picture. Okay, who would want to share something here, the second picture? Yes, Miss Adonai, please. You think it's a prison? Why do you say so? There is a cacophony of sounds. Oh, you heard it. Okay, so you think there's guards yelling. Of course, it's a prison. So in the prisons, they are screaming, dominoes slamming against steel tables, right? And the worst of all, there is a hollow echo as each of the sounds mixed with the others and reverberated down the corridors, creating a deafening sounds or roar. So that's in the prison. Okay, so thank you. Correct. The two pictures are prison and war, and this too has a connection, an important role from our literary piece entitled. What is again? Yes. Yes, the 1937. And who is the author again, class? Yes, correct. It's Edwidge Danticat. So, may I introduce you first who is Edwidge Danticat? So, Edwidge Danticat was born on Port Au Prince in Haiti in 1969. Yes, and Edwidge Danticat has been writing ever since when she was a small girl of 9. Oh, can you imagine that? At the age of 9, she was fully developed her skills in writing short stories. Yes, imagining. So it was great, amazing skills of Edwidge Danticat. Yes, so and at the age of 26 in 1995, she became a finalist for the National Book Award for Crick Crack. So for those who don't know, Crick Crack are the collection of short stories, actually a collections of nine short stories that depicts or explain uh, the lives of the Haitians people, the Haitians women in that time. And she received the 1995 Pushcart Short Story Prize and Fictions Award from the Caribbean Writer, the 17, and the Essence magazines. And guys, she's considered to be the most talented young authors in the United States. So wow, Edwidge Danticat is really amazing. Okay, now that you know already about the author, let's answer the questions to really know if you read or studied the story. So, did you read it, guys? Okay, I assumed it already that you read it because I gave it to you prior to our discussion. So now, let's see if you really read the story, and don't worry because this will be a graded recitation. So to those will volunteer or to recite today, will get a plus pointer to me because this is a recitation. And for those who want to volunteer, kindly please cite to me your name so that I will notice you. I can notice you. Okay, so is that clear, guys? Okay, so let's proceed to the discussion of the questions. So just read first the question and then follow up your answers. Is that clear? Okay. Okay, so number 1 question. What is the story all about? Okay, Miss Arya, yes. Okay, aside from that, what else? Yes, Miss Gibaw. Short story, Josephine struggles with loving her mother. Yes, correct? Yes, that is right. When Josephine visits Man in the prison, Josephine is overcome with her guilt at her relationship with her mother and cannot speak, right? And this becomes a source of frustration for Man because even though she enjoys seeing her daughter, she is frustrated and that Josephine is silent. Okay, so yeah. So how about the second question? Who would want to answer? Who do you think is the narrator of the text? Yes, Mr. Alto, yes. It's very obvious that the narrator of the text is Josephine, the daughter of Man. Correct. Okay, number 3. Why had the women been arrested and jailed according to the text? Yes, who's that? Oh, yes, Miss Tayon. Yes, kindly please answer. Yes, that is right. From the text, the mother of Josephine Man was accused of killing her friend's baby. Yes, and he accused of being a witch because she is flying every night. Okay, yes, correct. And accused of killing of her friend's baby. So that's the reason why she has been arrested and jailed, right? Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. Question number 4. Yes, Miss Lumaya, yes, please. How did the prison described from the text? Yes, that is correct also. And yes, also Man described the prison where she experienced their worst situation, right? Wherein according to the text, the smell of the fried pork mixed with that of urine and excrement was almost unbearable. So imagine life being in the prison. So I could not imagine. I can't imagine myself being in that situation. So that's a poor situation, and it's very sad. Okay, yes, let's proceed to the 5th one. What happened to Josephine's mother at the end of the story? Yes, Miss Magna, yes. Yes, Josephine's mother was sick that caused her the death at the end of the story, right? Yes. And yes, question number 6. What happened at the Massacre River? Yes, Miss Reyes. Went there. Witnessed the soldiers of the Dominican Republic. Yes, correct. Yes, murdered 1,000 of Haitian people, including the Josephine's grandmother. So that's very sad. And question number 7. Yes, Miss Plupeño. What did Josephine's mother tell her about the Massacre River? Although the mother of Man, which is Josephine's grandmother, died there at the Massacre River, Man was still thankful that even the Man's mother died because of the massacre. Josephine who was at her womb at the time, survived as well as her. So she was still thankful for that. Okay? Thank you. So question number 8, second to the last question from the text. How did Josephine's mother escape from the Massacre River? Yes, Miss Gibao, yes. Weighted down by the unborn body. Okay, yes, correct. She leaped from the Dominican side of the Massacre River. Yes, to the Haitian side. That's correct. Okay, thank you. Very good. And for the last question, yes, who or what is the Madonna? What is the significance of the Madonna statue in 1937? Yes. Okay, Michael, yes. Inherited by Josephine's mother? And why do you say so? because the Madonna passed down, yes, passed down to mother to daughter since the days of Josephine. The great-great-grandmother. Okay, that's correct. It's a symbol of a strong generational mother-daughter relationship. Okay, thank you. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so that's for the 9th question. What do you learn from the story? Did you like it? Oh, thank you. Actually, me too. I love all the symbolisms there and the metaphors in the text. For me, the text is extremely descriptive, which helps paint a picture to see what happened during that time in the Haitians people in Haiti, right? Okay, very good. I am glad that you were all cool with the questions, and I concluded that you were all read the story because you all participated on the discussion questions. Okay, before we forget, for your assignment class, okay, so for your assignment, just search for Freytag's Freytag's pyramids and its functions, and I want you to write it in one whole sheet of paper. Okay, so that would be our next lesson. So, are there any questions, class? Clarifications? Violent reactions? Okay, are you sure? If that's so, that would be all for today, class. Goodbye. Okay.